we said from coaches.
Well, obviously, it was just a great job by Will McIntyre, who, gave us a great outing when we needed it. We've had some injuries, and we had used some guys on Tuesday that hoping we weren't going to have to double them up too much, if any, this weekend. And for him to go out and give us 9 innings under 100 pitches, that was big for our bullpen. I'm sure it was big for his confidence, but man, his cutter was really good today, and made his fastball look even harder than it was. But it was locating pretty much whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted, and that cutter was really good.
What point did you maybe realize that he was going to be on and have a chance to go the distance for you?
Well, I didn't know about going the distance. I mean, you never can, predict or project that really. Even in the 6th inning, I mean, his pitch count was really low. He had a couple of really quick innings. I think he had a 9-pitch inning and maybe less than that, somewhere in there. As far as we knew he was going to be good probably going into the 3rd, because we had the lead. We had a 3-run lead, well, maybe a 2 or 3-run lead. And then, he just kept filling it up, and we could see from the side that cutter was really moving. And if he didn't get tired or just run into a bad inning, he was going to be able to go for a while.
I'm not sure if y'all ever had anybody even warming up in the bullpen. Was there even a thought that he wasn't going to be able to finish it there late, that last couple innings?
We had a couple of guys that were pretty much ready to go, or would have been. They could have gotten ready pretty quick, and they were loose. Had been playing catch, and they were just a few pitches away. So, once he got through the 8th pretty quick, we just like, hey, we gotta let him have an opportunity to finish it. And, it's just the way it works. You got to go through the top of the order. And we were going to give him, probably another, if he didn't get, a couple guys got on, we were going to get him. His count got to right around 100, 102.
What did you think of the way your offense performed? Had the 3 home runs and then scratched out a few for some more breathing room at the end?
Well, I love the way they just came out and attacked, but at the same time laid off some pitches. Think about Kendall Diggs' leadoff home run. I mean, I think he got behind in the count at 0-2 on that at bat. And then he hit a full count pitch, really was just trying to make contact, and he left it up, and he drove that ball the other way. And, Borfin led off an inning with a home run. And I mean, what can you say? We have 1 home run, and then, Holt hasn't played a lot. And with his makeup and personality, he threw him a good pitch, and he just hammered it. And it's just kind of the way he is. Hey, now I'm going to try to hit one. And it was fun to watch.
Speaking of Holt, got the start today at third base. What went into that decision? What did you see from him at the plate and in the field?
Well, he's been playing pretty good. I mean, when he's played good. He hadn't had very much opportunity, but just keeps working. Really, I just felt like that it was more of a defensive thing, but I know he can hit, but it was more of a defensive thing. Put him in yesterday. He goes in there fairly cold. First pitch is hit to him. He fields it, flips it over there like it's nothing. Just give him an opportunity to get out there.
You mentioned yesterday that, you were making their pitchers work. You were able to chase the starter again before he got through 5 innings today. Just your thoughts on that?
Well, I think we've done that all year, that we've laid off a lot of borderline pitches early in the count. And that gives us an opportunity, even if it's a strike, to get some pitch counts up a little bit. But usually what it does is it gets our hitters in a little better hitting counts and ahead in the count, 3-1, 2-1, whatever. And we've done that a lot. And when they have to come in and got runners on base, we've done a lot of damage there. And but I really like the way that we went the other way today. I mean, think about Stovall lines out opposite field first, to the shortstop, second at bat of the game, and Orphan lines out to left. There are a couple other balls that were hit oppo that were good by our left-handed hitters today, and that was kind of our plan with their starter. Was you got to see the ball up, and left-handers really had to go oppo on him, and they did a great job.
You spoke about just how happy are you for him, given how he started the season to how he's bounced back? Well,
obviously we need him, and he was really good down the stretch last year, and he got off to a bad start. And I think honestly his delivery was a little off whack, be honest with you. I guess that's a good way to put it. It wasn't quite right. Kind of got it figured out a little bit last game and then throughout the week. And today he was just, really no bad misses. He wanted to go up and in a couple of times and away with fastballs, and he threw it there, but it wasn't like we were setting up in. He was missing 2 foot to the left or anything. And it was just really good to see.
It's been 7 years since you've had a 9-inning complete game like this. Tacalini at Kentucky was the last one. They're pretty rare. When you see one, what are your thoughts?
Well, my thought is thanks for saving our bullpen, number one. Number two, just really happy for Will because, it was really bothering him, hurting. He couldn't figure out why he wasn't pitching well. Now that he is, he's being rewarded a little bit. He worked really hard the last couple of weeks to get it back. Anytime you get 8 innings out of a pitcher or 7 innings out of a pitcher at this level, that's pretty good. It's tough to do. The hitters are at this level. They know the strike zone. They don't chase. You're going to usually run into an inning where you throw 22, 25 pitches, and that kind of ruins it. Your 8-inning game turns into 6, if you're having a good day. So I'm just happy for the pitching staff and then our players, our position guys, they love playing behind that. And, I told them before the game when we got in our huddle, and Will didn't hear it. I said, Will is going to be around the plate. You guys be ready to field the ball. They're going to swing, play great defense, see how long we can keep him out there. And they did it.
You mentioned putting Holt in for defense. He had the error, I think, in the 5th inning, but then he made that great play to end the 7th. Just what did you think of the way he handled all that?
Well, first off, that error was that's a tough play. And, I probably should have had him up a couple more feet. We had kind of through hand signals kind of talked about him bunting, but it was a perfect bunt. And, he came in, I thought he made a really good play bare hand. If he throws that ball a little bit more inside that line, I think he's out. So I didn't want Brady getting tied up in there and breaking his wrist over that. So I'm not upset about that play at all. The play down the line was outstanding. He got a little off balance when he fielded it. I don't even know if he'd gathered himself, and he threw that ball over there with some velocity and probably threw out their fastest runner. So that was a great play.
And Stovall had another 3 hits today. Just what do you think about him and the way he's seeing the ball at the plate?
Well, he was swinging it really good. Then he hurt his thumb. And then he sat a game or two, and then he played the first 2 games back. He went like 0 for 8. And after that, he's been amazing at the plate. The one today, they were all impressive, but the 1-2 pitch, he went down and just smoked that thing over the first baseman's head. That was big. They had just scored, I think, maybe. I would be able to tell you, but my box score is not complete here. So, but that was a big swing for us. Just kind of threw the momentum back on our side. He lines out to short and is only out. Hit that ball hard into center against the wind. Without the wind, the ball might hit the fence in the air, go out of the park. But he's swinging it really well. He's seeing it really good.
And along the same lines with Borfin, it seems like a lot of these home runs that he's getting are line drive homers like the one today.
Yeah, I mean, he smoked the ball right at second baseman, hard ground ball. He lined out to left, hit a ball in the net, took a called third strike. I don't remember what he did his other at bat, but he's seeing the ball good, and he's laying off that early in the count borderline pitch. And if it's a ball, advantage him, and he's hot right now. So it's when I see that, I'm thinking, wow, he's going to hit one hard somewhere.
Your 5-hole hitter has been your best hitter throughout the year, whether it be Jared or him. Is there something that's happening earlier in the order that you think is giving them more success?
I don't know. Over the years, we've kind of called the 5-hole hitter kind of the sweet spot in the order. Maybe they forget about you a little bit, not hitting third or fourth, and you can wear him out. I put Stovall there for a couple games, and he didn't hardly get out. He's probably mad at me when I stuck him back in the 2-hole, but I like him there. I don't know. It's just top of the order's done a good job. I feel like that our hitters can wear you down mentally a little bit, fouling off pitches. It starts with the leadoff hitter, seeing 5, 6, 7 pitches and it gets a base hit or a walk. And then all of a sudden you got the next guy up and he's not jumping all over the first pitch. And all of a sudden the guy's thrown 11, 12 pitches in the inning and you're just facing 2 guys. I've seen that a lot this year. So by the time that 5-hole guy gets up, maybe he's not all about it. He's a little messed up. Okay. See you.